Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's box is this one. It's a paper box, so don't put anything heavy in it, but it's a lidded box and it's using the new Lucky Clover stamp and punch and free designer series paper. So this is the paper at the back of the Bration catalogue that you can get free, or actually it's towards the middle, free during Bration. And I love it. I absolutely love it. So this is a sort of the blue version, and I've decided to pull out the greens. So the greens in here, I'm going Old Olive and Soft Sea Foam, and then we've got Balmy Blue and Coastal Cabana, and then a little bit of Fresh Freesia in there, but more on the green side. So you need it to start with 12 by 12. If you're metric, if you work in metric, trim it down to 30 by 30 centimetres. Okay, so this pattern, it doesn't matter which way round it goes, but we're going to work on these score lines first. So if you have a pattern that has to be one way round or the other, bear that in mind. We're going on this direction. So score it at 2, 5, 7 and 10 inches, which in metric is 5, 12.5, 17.5 and 25 centimetres. And then on the other side, 2 and 10 inches, which is 5 and 25. So I've scored those bits there. Okay, so it's free paper. So let's make the big box. Oh my goodness, I can't see at all where the score lines are. Oh, this is going to be fun. Right. Looking very carefully, the spots, it's like one of those Magic Eye posters from the 80s, isn't it? Where you stare at it long enough and then start to see images. Oh, it used to take me forever. I'd get there eventually. Whoops. Okay, that's all burnished, and not that you can see it, but I'm holding it this way around where I've got 6 squares. I've got 4 in the corners, and then I've got a square here and a square here. Once I've cut it, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. So I'm cutting straight on the rectangle and then wedging into that square. So if I put that down, there's 6 of these squares. 1 in the middle on both sides and then 1 in each corner. So I'm just going to go round and cut all of those. So Bration this year is 2 months long, finishes on the 28th of February. And we've got the free products offer when you shop with me. There's a rewards offer, so if you shop and spend over a certain amount, you get extra freebies. And then there's a fabulous joining offer as well. I was a Bration joiner almost 10 years ago, so it'll be 10 years at the end of March. Bration that year lasted for 3 months. So yeah, I was a Bration joiner, and best thing I ever did. So our offer, and actually the offer that we've got on at the moment, is the best ever. I thought it was good when I joined, and I paid £99 to join, and I chose £160 worth of product. Currently it's £99 and you choose £170 worth of product, or £125 and you choose £170 worth of product, and you can choose then a white or boho blue mini cut and emboss. Seriously, that's the best ever. Right, tear and tape along all of these panels. Like I say, this is a paper box, so don't be putting sort of super heavy stuff in it. Although, to be fair, you could put some cardstock in the bottom. But it's a nice size. It finishes up at 2 inches by 3 inches by 8 inches, which is 5 centimetres by 7.5 by 20 centimetres. So yeah, really good size box. Let me peel the tape off here. So yep, Bration going strong. This is where we are open for business for anybody shopping or joining me. So that's the UK, the Netherlands, Austria, Germany, France, Belgium and Ireland. But we are also open in Australia and New Zealand, and in the United States of America and Canada. Although in each of those 4 countries you would have to join or shop with somebody direct into those who lives in those countries. You couldn't cross borders. Okay. Right, so that's my box built. So I built up the base first and then I built up my lid and I chattered. But close it round and like that. So like I say, I wouldn't be putting something really, really heavy in here. But you could line the bottom with cardstock. So you'd make that 3 by 8 inches or a little under 3 by 8 inches. Or 7, maybe 7 by 19.5 centimetres and put it inside. Okay, right, so I've got some old olive ribbon. This, I believe, is from the annual catalogue. I tend not to remember where the ribbon comes from. I remember to take it off when off my shelves when it retires, but I don't sort of think, oh, well, this is from the spring catalogue, so I have to use it only with spring stuff. I don't. I just buy ribbon and stick it on my shelves and then see what happens. Well, I'm pretty sure this is from the annual catalogue. Right, that's not a bad bow. Maybe I should just talk. Okay, let me get some white cardstock. So I've got soft sea foam and old olive. These are 2 colours I never remember to use, but they're colours that are in here. Just remove my hair. And then I've got my Lucky Clover stamp set. So I'm going to go for 2 of these clovers, and then again the same sentiment I used before. And grab some blocks. So 1 in soft sea foam down there. And I'm just going to pop that away. And I'm going to give this a clean. So I've got my stamping scrub to one side. So I'm just giving that a clean. And then okay, the emergency reverse. There we go. Pop that away because I'm going to use the same colour for this. Yeah, there should be plenty of room there to stamp in the middle. So with my punch, I'm going to punch out my first clover. And then my other one. So these are 2 colours that go quite nicely together actually. Not really thought about it before. Again, like I say, they're not colours that I use all that often. And then with my trimmer, normally I'd hand cut this, but it's kind of long. Good friend is like a 4-leaf clover, hard to find and lucky to have. My childhood house, we had a very long shingle drive, and there was loads of clover at the bottom of the drive, and I was convinced I was going to find a 4-leaf clover one day. I never did. Right, let me find an embellishment in a green. That's not so green. That's not the green I want. Maybe I'm not going to find a green that I want and I'll have to use something different. I will. I'm going to use the pearls. No, that's not going to work either. Let me use these. These are my favourites at the moment, the Milky Dots. Okay, so I'm going to get some dimensionals and I'm going to put them at the top and the bottom so that the ribbon can slide through if necessary. So I'm just going to scooch it down a little bit so that ribbon is still free moving if you need it to, and then More dimensionals on the back of these. And just sort of tuck it under a little bit. And those are my 2 free paper boxes. And they're a good size. I hope you like them. Free paper, just make big boxes. It's all good, it's all fun. So let me slide that ribbon across and you can see my embellishments. These are new ones as well. These are these ones which are called iridescent pastel gems. Yeah, pretty, huh? Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope to speak to you very soon. Bye.